Good morning, friends. So I'm going to share with you today what I eat in a day. And so I'm just making myself some breakfast this morning, warming up some sweet potatoes that I had the other day. This has been kind of like one of my go-to breakfasts for the last couple weeks. And then once the pan is warmed up a little more, I'm going to fry up these 3 eggs and not too shabby avocado, and have this half of avocado on top. And then I already peeled 2 clementines. So this is everything I'm going to eat for breakfast. I'm going to go ahead and try and get like 130 grams or so of protein in today. So we will see how that goes. All right, so, and then what I put on top was just some salt and pepper, nutritional yeast, and then that half of avocado, and I'll have my oranges. This is how I've been starting most days, some sort of like leftover egg bowl, just to get in some good fats and some protein. And so that is breakfast. For lunch, we are going to be having hamburger soup. And so I just have some carrots, onions, and celery with salt and pepper sauteing here for a minute in some butter. If you are new to my channel, we have been eating this way for over a month now, where we eat our supper at lunch hour. So this is a soup. So I have my daughter here peeling some potatoes. She is getting in the routine of helping me on Monday, so we finally are remembering today. So she's getting some potatoes peeled, and it'll be ground beef. So this will be really easy to put together, and then we'll get back to school and let this simmer for a little while. All right, so then we added our vegetables and broth and seasoning.
There's the leaf.
There's the bay leaf, yeah. So we will let this get to boiling. And when it is up to boiling, then we will add our potatoes over here, and then we'll let them cook for about 20 minutes. So meanwhile, Julia and I are going to go do her language and then some readings. All right, so poured myself a little cup of coffee. We only have one more reading left to do with my oldest, which will take about 10 minutes. We have to do her Plutarch, but the soup has been simmering. Looks really good. So we're going to take a short break and have this. So this has got just a lot of different vegetables, 2 pounds of ground beef. And so we're going to dish up and have some of this for lunch. Got the kids playing outside. We've had a few glorious days, getting the chickens out too. So I'm ready for a snack. And this is kind of another one of my go-to snacks. So because we have switched our routine and we eat supper at lunchtime, usually around 4 o'clock we have tea or hot cocoa and a snack. I'm not going to call the kids in though. They've been outside for going on 2 hours and they're playing with the neighbors. And so I'm sure when they come in, they'll be ready for hot cocoa and a snack and all the fine things. So I will say, before my 5-year-old went outside, he did have a snack. He tends to graze, so he will eat our meals with us, but he definitely eats like every 2 hours. I'm just going to contribute that to his age of 5 years old, that he just has to eat more often. So this is one of my favorite snacks. It's just Greek yogurt with, sometimes I put granola, sometimes I just eat plain Greek yogurt, sometimes I'll add some whey protein in it. Sometimes I'll have a little bit of a smoothie. So we tend to be having like a protein dense snack. And then in the evenings, for like what we would consider our supper, the kids either have like salami and cheese. They like the ramen noodles that I get from Costco that are like the clean version. And otherwise we'll have like leftovers or something like that, but definitely having a little bite to eat in the evening. I have some boiled eggs, and so might be having those this evening. But let me show you what I'm going to put together for a snack. So having a kitchen scale is literally the best, absolute best thing. Not just if you are a bread maker. I use this because I count my macros, mostly count my macros. especially right now because I am postpartum with our miscarriage. I have been just keeping track and working on just getting in my protein so I can slowly kind of just release the weight. And also, this is really important. I work out 5 days a week. And so because I work out so much, it's really, really important that I'm getting a high amount of protein in just to kind of replenish my muscles and growth. So usually I get the Greek yogurt from Costco. You've probably seen that in my hauls, but I will get this from Aldi's in between. So I'm going to measure that out. I'll show you how I do it, and then some almond milk, and then I'll sweeten it with a scoop of the stevia, a splash of vanilla, and I happen to have this granola, and so I will measure out a serving of that on top. So the reason I really love this scale, I got this one a couple months ago, but it has, and it's on Amazon, I'll link it down below, but it has like all the different settings, milliliter, grams, ounces, but it also has fluid ounces, which is awesome. And let's say like I took this bowl off, right? But let's say I added something, like let's say I added my spoon. And so as I'm adding ingredients, all I have to do is push this and it re-zeros it. And so that works really well when I'm like continuing to add something to my bowl, whether I'm dishing up my dinner. So like I'm going to do my yogurt here and try not to make a mess. Oops. And so I know that one serving is 170 grams. So let me put that on grams really quick. This is way easier when I'm not holding my phone. So I'll do one serving. Sometimes if I'm really hungry, I'll do a serving and a half. But I'm honestly not too hungry, but I know I need a snack because it's been a couple hours. So that's about 170. So I don't bother like measuring my milk here. So let me mix this up and then I'll show you how I add my granola. Okay, so now that I've mixed that up, all I have to do is zero it out. This is the stuff is like amazing. I don't buy it very often because it does contain sugar, but it's a very clean option for a gluten-free superfood like granola with chia seeds and stuff. So this one, see, I always look at the grams. I don't bother with measurements. I almost always do grams, just more accurate. And so then I'll just sprinkle it on here. And I'm looking for about 30 grams. Yes, my hands are clean. So there we go. Close enough. And so there you have it. That will be my snack. I think it's like 23 grams of protein with the granola. Like 23 grams or so. So anyway, bon appetit. I ended up not having a fourth snack because I just wasn't hungry that evening. And so I just made myself a cup of turmeric and added in some collagen and called that a night. Because I didn't get a fourth snack meal in, I did not hit my protein goal. I was at 98 grams, but sometimes I'm just full and don't want any more food. So we will try again tomorrow. If you enjoyed seeing a full day of food, then give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you soon. Bye.